So I want to show you how my garden's doing this year. It is the raised bed that I made in the spring. And actually it's gonna be the hottest day of the year today. It's supposed to be close to 100 degrees. But we got some things doing pretty well. This is what it looks like. It's actually kind of like a jungle. Everything's been growing like crazy. And back in here, I planted along the wall. I had 3 cucumber plants sprouting up, and they turned into this whole thing that's kind of overtaking. But we've got some cucumbers, some little ones that we're picking because we're gonna be pickling. Here's one. That's a good size right there. Almost a perfect size cucumber right there. I've been getting cucumbers every day, and they're kind of hard to find, but you want to make sure you get all of them so that they keep giving you cucumbers. But anyways, there's 3 cucumber plants here, and then right here I actually planted 6 pepper plants. Here's one of them. Here's another. I've got a few peppers that are in the process of growing. It's a decent sized pepper that's getting close to being picked, but it's hard to tell. There's 4 other pepper plants back in here. The problem is the tomato plants, which are here, and then there was one tomato plant back here. It's growing over top of the pepper plants, and it was forcing them out towards the sun here. But you can see the tomatoes. Here's tomatoes. I got tons of them growing. They're just barely starting to get ripe at this point. Some are trickling in, but within the next week or so I should be getting a ton. But anyways, there was 4 tomato plants here. There was one over there by the peppers. These 4 stake here, stake, stake, and stake were 4 tomato plants, and they just are absolutely going nuts. That's what it looks like. And then I have a tiny little sage plant right here. This is a sage. I planted carrots in a couple of rows here. None of them made it except for this guy. So we'll see what that looks like. And then I have a basil plant here that I transplanted from over here. Here's another basil, and here's a third basil plant. But this was obviously getting crowded out because of all the cucumbers. Cucumbers, you can see, are growing down here, and actually there's another cucumber, which I'm gonna pick right now. So it's a perfect pickling size cucumber. Keep them a little bit smaller to pickle. But anyways, that's what I have planted in my raised bed this year. I think it's pretty awesome that they're growing so well and getting plenty of yield from just 4 or 5 tomato plants and 3 cucumber plants so far, and 6 peppers. But the peppers are, you know, as you can see, they're small yet. They're still growing. I'm gonna get plenty of peppers also, and I can pickle some of them actually. And then if you turn around here, you've got this little raised bed, and I decided to put pumpkins in it this year and just see what we could get. So I ended up keeping about 5 pumpkin plants down in here, and they're growing really well themselves. So I'm hoping to get some good pumpkins and gourds for the fall time out of this. Big problem back here is that, oh, and last thing, my peach tree over here. So I've got peaches growing. Problem is here is squirrels. Squirrels and deer. I refuse to spray anything, chemicals or anything to deter these pests. So I'm trying to do it in a natural way, but the peach tree, the squirrels last year ate every single one of them, except for one that I was able to salvage. But this year I'm already down a lot of peaches, and this whole thing doesn't have any peaches on it. It did earlier, but we got a few here. Maybe they're going to be ripe soon. But as you can tell, the fence here I had to put up to keep the deer away. The deer were coming up and eating my tomato plants. So before they could get to anything else, about 2-3 weeks ago I put this fence up, and it's actually really done very well to keep them at bay. So here's a good crop there for you to view. Some tomatoes they're a nice size, and should only be a matter of a few days until they start ripening. That'll be good for picking. So that's it. That's my raised garden bed this year. It was a big project for me in the spring, and pretty happy with how it turned out.